How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to do a little review of this little Hallmaster A-frame trailer jack. It's a 5-pound capacity. It does 9 to 24 inches of lift range, secured bolts onto the frame, coupler, heavy-duty steel construction, and industrial strength for powder-coated finish. Well, I wish they would have sold it in other colors and just black, it would have been great, like in silver, white. The reason I'm saying that is because I got a trailer. It's getting a major redone, new paint job, new everything. I'm replacing the whole entire top and everything because a tree fell on it. And that trailer, I have been kind of fixing some spots and painting it only on those spots I fixed. And I decided, why not just redo everything, just do it everything. So let's get this little trailer jack out of here. I want to see if it's fully greased before we start installing it into the trailer. And I'll put it back in the box while the project is still going. Okay, so here we are with the sticker peeling off. I'm actually maybe ground this off, except for this part here, the bottom part, but maybe all this. Sand it off a little, we'll paint it white, and take the sticker off, the sticker coming off like nothing. Yeah, let's see. We'll see. All right, so it's a 5,000-pound trailer jack. You will need your landing attachments, and looks like we get the owner's manual as well. So that is sold separately. So there we are. But you do need that. So let's start taking this apart, seeing if we need what we need to do. Like, I want to check if it's fully greased. If not, I'll have to do it. So give me a couple minutes and we'll check if it's fully greased. Okay, so let me start disassembling this. So let's see, it could be a 10. Or not, who knows? It is a 10. Okie dokie. That's good. Alright, give me a sec. So yes, a full wrench and a socket, 10 millimeter. Let's do it. Or 2 wrenches, whichever way you want to go. Okay, so let's get this guy out of here. Washer as well. Another washer. All right, let's see if he wants to come out. And we'll find out. There we are, he's coming out. There we go. Oh, they have really greased. Nice. So right now, if I wanted to spray paint, I could do that right now. I'm kind of curious, but it looks like they have it real greased up. And that is a way you can grease up your little guy. All you do is take this guy out. You take it out, clean it with a brush wire. Then grab a little, little glove, fill up with some grease. You can rub it around or spray it with your finger around the threads and then put it back in. I would highly, in my opinion, the best grease to use it'll be probably marine grease. So water doesn't get in there, since, it's always standing like this. And when water has this little hole here, water can get in there. And that will help it from, But what I'm planning to do is, I'm going to sand all of this. Just around here. Down here could be, black. Snowy, that could be black. Or I could paint it all white. Up here, I want it all white, since the trailer's going to be painted white. So it looks like normal. Take the sticker off. And then once the paint fully dries up and everything, I'll just jump over and do that. That would be the best option for me. But, the good thing is it's fully greased. And that's the good thing. Well, that's a good thing to do. All right. So let me put this back. and then later I'll do that. I was just checking if the grease is good, and it's good. So, you know, put this back to the way it was. There we go, and just build it back from the ground up like the way we had it. But yeah, in my opinion, it'll be better marine grease. I like how they did, at least they added this, and it has a washer, so in case, you know, that's good. They think about that. But yeah, there we go. They greased it, that's good. That is the way you can maintain these jacks, your trailer jacks. If you want to keep it from, you know, getting destroyed. And jacks, I mean, they're not that expensive, yeah, but you know, it's a pain in the butt. Some of these jacks are welded into the frame of the trailer, and some aren't. And I'd rather have that option where I can keep, it can last as long as the trailer does, you know, the jack. So yeah, let me get this straightened on back. But that's what I'm planning to do. I might later paint this white. So the trailer, since the trailer's gonna be painted all white. Paint it all white so, you know, matches the trailer, and the bottom part could be black. This is usually, you know, it won't be an issue. But yeah, there we go. And you do get a 90-day warranty on these jacks. So, you know, and this is the 5-pound one. 5,000 pound. There is a 2,000 pound. I think it goes for like $40. This one I got it for $4 with a coupon. And this one usually goes for $50. And people can say I'm going overkill for what I got this jack for. If you see the trailer, it's not like a big trailer. Not a heavy duty trailer like big, but let me show y'all which trailer I'm talking about. Here we are, we got the trailer kind of floating right now. But yeah, we cut the neck off, the tongue basically, and yeah, I got bent barely bad. As you can see, the tree got it real bad here in this corner. Bad, as you can see. And it's not that strong of a metal. See, you got the other side too. The jack, you know, this trailer has been, people have been borrowing this trailer. My father lets them borrow it and they never return it back, which when I was in high school, they taught me, if you borrow a trailer, bring it back the way it was. And if you break something, at least give the owner like, hey, I'm sorry, I broke it, you know, pay for the damages, or, you know, if you break something, you know. But usually, I used to fix them up, and now I'm kind of not wanting to let nobody use this. If I'm going to paint it all brand new, I'm going to paint it all white, since it is kind of whitish, only rustic. I kind of like this rustic, but I've been thinking if I'm going to put a new tongue and I'm going to have to paint it white, why not just go ahead and paint it all white? Do it all and make it look like new. I mean, trailers nowadays, they're like going for $2,000 or $1,000 something, depending, you know. It's like, this is a 10x5, I'm pretty sure, this little trailer. And my dad owns this for like 10 years or more. And I think he got it really cheap, I don't remember. Since all I needed was tires and a new floor. And well, the friend of his I gave to him, he was a good friend. But yeah, the tongue usually just all the way to here. That's where all the tongue went. We're gonna make it where it goes from like, comes the same direction, but you're gonna make it come in sleeve and attach all over to the back here. So it looks like more of a tongue all the way to the fender, which is gonna look way nicer than it did. And we do have a nicer trailer, a heavier duty one than this one. It's the same size and everything. People usually, when they see it, they're always surprised that they exist, because you don't see them running. People usually you see these kind of trailers with one little axle. This is just a basic little trailer. But yeah, we're gonna paint them and leave them brand new. Change this wire. This wire is gonna be replaced, and I'm gonna make holes into the beams and make it look brand new, really professional, and no more of this little stuff here. We're gonna make it more pressure coming there, and you know, so yeah, I'll show you the other trailer I'm talking about. So here we got the trailer I'm talking about, and this is the heavier version. It's a 10-footer by 5, the same as the other one, just This one has the tongue all the way to here to the fender, and it's a double axle trailer. Nobody usually sees them like this. A double axle trailer. Really small, really strong. This guy could really take some weight. You know, I think it could take like 10,000 pounds. I don't remember exactly. Maybe. I don't remember the exact weight on this. My father bought this, and yeah, he doesn't want to get rid of it. That's a thing he's going to keep forever, he said. And usually he doesn't keep them maintained. Recently, I've added these little guys. If you own a trailer, this would be the best thing to do. And I am planning to buy a new one here next year. Kind of like a trailer, like exactly like this, tandem axle, not a heavier duty. It's gonna be a little more basic. I just wanted to load like lawnmowers and stuff like that, little machines and stuff. But it will have a ramp, and it will be a 12-footer, which I will be kind of adding and buying some stuff for it. I mean, yeah, these are mostly my dad's trailers and stuff, and kind of don't want to take a trailer he likes, you know. I mean, he lets me use it and everything whenever I need him, but I kind of prefer to have my own trailer, and I'm looking for one with a ramp. And usually we don't have trailers with ramps. I mean, you could buy ramps sold separately, but you have to carry those ramps, and I kind of don't want to deal with that. You know, they all just go on this. I'm replacing this cord here. I'm gonna place it with a piece of metal and find some way to where it could just sit there and latch on. Yeah, this little trailer is really strong. I don't know what the rating is. I think here we have somewhere around here, maybe the rating. It's 7,000 pounds, not 10,000 pounds. So this trailer can take up to 7,000 pounds. So both axles are 3,500 pound axles, 7,000 pounds it could carry. And that other one just takes 3,000 maybe pounds, 3,500 pounds, somewhere around there. So yeah, but you know, this guy could take, you know, we loaded up with 2 big bales of alfalfa on it. This guy takes like a champ. Doesn't even look like it bends or anything. This is a really strong trailer. My dad doesn't want to get rid of it. He likes good quality items, you know, but it's a good little trailer. Small. People always look at it kind of weird because, I mean, it's a 10-footer little trailer, but it's so small. But yeah, as I say, you buy something good, usually you don't want to get rid of it, which that's why my father doesn't want to get rid of this trailer. Yep, he's going to keep it till he dies, he says. So, yep. And then if he, you know, that'll be years from now, I'll probably take it over and keep it running, you know. Yeah, she looks a bit beat up. Maybe in a couple years from now, maybe I'll give her a paint job. Or no, it's paint all black. Make her look kind of new again. Yeah. Nice little trailer. But yeah, we're going to make the tongue exactly like this one.